Alright, I'm still not in the headspace to tackle my big project, so I've decided to talk about a series of smaller, unrelated topics in one video. I figure this type of content won't take too long to make, and that I could possibly make a schedule with these type of videos. But first I'll need to see how this video turns out to decide whether or not I'll continue with this format. This first topic comes from a Reddit post in r/AskGaybros called "Afraid of Being Gay, so I Tried to Stop It." To paraphrase this post, because I'm not about to become a Reddit YouTuber and I don't like basing my work off someone else's content, OP is 17, went to a Catholic school in Texas, and felt he had to train himself to be straight, despite his sister being a lesbian and having accepting parents. I have several thoughts and questions on this. What was the environment OP inhabited like? And why did he think it was possible to convert himself with no parental pressure? I can't know for certain, but I can take a couple of guesses. 1. The world at large is relatively heteronormative. I'm only 1 year older than OP. When I was growing up and learning about gay people at around age 10, I initially had a negative reaction to the concept, despite not being around anyone who publicly displayed any homophobic views. I feel the reason for this negative reaction was that growing up, it was uncommon to be shown any sexuality that wasn't straight. This, I feel, is quite damaging and puts alternative sexualities in the taboo bin. This lack of representation puts kids that are LGBT themselves, or have LGBT parents, in danger of bullying and simply not understanding their own feelings and thoughts. 2. Catholic school pushed homophobic views onto him. In Australia, a recent controversy arrived when the Religious Freedoms Act was being passed through government. The act was shitty and allowed schools and businesses to discriminate against LGBT people. This act was also publicly endorsed by the principals of some private religious schools. It might not be a stretch to imagine that OP's Catholic school was run by people with similar mindsets. Ultimately, these thoughts are just speculation, and I'm genuinely happy that OP has an accepting family. I wish you all the best, user DrewMoister14. This second topic comes from Advocate. Police arrest 9 men in Grindr sex sting. Basically, 9 men got arrested for drug possession and distribution, and one of those men claimed he was targeted on Grindr. I don't know how I feel about this. These men were arrested for breaking the law, granted. I'm not going to go into the ethics of drug laws, but the police using Grindr to set up the sting just doesn't sit well with me. This is all allegation at this point, but if the police did use Grindr, they are targeting the LGBT community. Using these apps and betraying trust like this just doesn't seem ethical to me. While yes, I can say Grindr has a drug problem, I don't feel comfortable about the police using the apps. I feel using apps like this crosses a professional boundary. Topic 3 comes from Mirage News. Disabled people and carers are left out of a $130 billion stimulus. The $130 billion stimulus is the government's economic response to COVID-19. I'm not going to read the article because it's pretty self-explanatory, and since I'm living with someone who falls under the government's definition of disability, I was already aware of the lack of support. We're lucky. Since I'm on youth allowance, I'm actually bringing in the extra money with the stimulus. If I wasn't, my family would be struggling due to the increase in food price. I feel for any disabled people and carers at this moment. You deserve better, and I'm genuinely sorry our country is letting you down for this tough period. I hope you liked this video. I'm trying something new, and I hope it didn't look like the news or another commentary video. I'm trying my best not to make other people's content the focus of the video, but instead opening up discussion on various unrelated topics. Thank you for watching.